this is Lisa from coochiecoochiecoo.com. Today I'm going to show you my very favorite sewing tool, which is the seam ripper. Now, this little tool doesn't seem like it would be that important, but it is. This will save you time and time again when you make mistakes. You can just rip out your seams and just start right on over without ruining your entire project. Now let's say that we have a sewn piece. I've sewn together two separate fabrics just to try them out. Here you can see the seam where they meet. Now let's say I made a mistake. I don't actually want them sewn together. What do? First, we kind of pull apart the seams like this. And if you look really closely, you can see the thread and the stitches in there. Let's look closer. You can see there are these little black threads. I used black so that you could see the threads a little bit better. Now, when we use our seam ripper, we find these little threads and we start to pick them out. So you slip the pointed end right under between the fabrics and you pull up one of the threads. You have to be careful at first. The first thread is always the hardest. Oops. Okay, so here you can see I've grabbed one little thread there and you push through and the knife that's inside here in the seam ripper will rip that thread. And you can see it's already starting to open. Sometimes it'll be a little bit harder to open it up. Now, most people use the seam ripper like this. They go one stitch at a time. One and one, like this. But that's really slow going. You have to open up the fabric at each stitch. You have to find the stitch, you have to slip it under and go like this. It's really slow. But the seam ripper has an extra part that most people don't even know what it is, which is this little dot right here. For years, I had no idea how to use it, but guess what? There's a special trick to this because you can rip open this entire seam in about 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. It's true. Let me show you. Now, first of all, you need to start picking open a little bit here just to get it started. Take your seam ripper. Instead of sticking the pointed part inside, we're going to stick the part with the little ball inside. See how it's like this? Okay. Now, start pulling. You can hold one end of the fabric like this and just pull. And oops, here it goes. And it's open. Look how quick that was. Here you can see all these little bits of thread which have just come out all at once. And our work is open. Now you can do whatever you need to do to resew it or do whatever you need to. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I'm sure that you will. Now use your seam ripper to fix all of your projects that need fixing. If you like learning how to use a seam ripper, make sure you head on over to coochiecoochiecoo.com where you can find the free Learn How to Machine Sew course for beginners. There are all sorts of technical lessons with a really fun practical tutorial to practice them with. See you soon.